Today, we're following a fresh crop of apples from the moment the orchard trucks roll into the plant all the way to sealed bottles on a pallet. I'll show you each station on the line, why it matters for flavor and safety, and how modern machinery turns whole fruit into crystal clear, shelf-ready cider. Ready? Let's hit the floor. Step 1. Receiving and traceability. The day begins at the receiving bay. Truck doors swing open and that crisp apple aroma hits the air. A loader tips fruit onto a stainless intake conveyor, and from this point every bin is tracked. Operators scan lot codes so we can trace apples back to the orchard, the block, even the harvest date. Samples are pulled for a quick check. Firmness, ripeness, sugar-acid balance. Temperature is logged, and any bins with bruising or visible defects are flagged for resorting. From the hopper, apples drop into a water flume. Think of it as a gentle river that cushions fruit while moving it toward the washhouse. It's easier on the skins, and it rinses off field dust before the real cleaning begins. Apples ride up a dewatering elevator and into the washer. Rotating brushes and spray bars do most of the work, with food-safe detergent used as needed. A Destone removes stray rocks that can sneak in with field bins, and a leaf trap skims away stems and leaves. After the brushes, the line funnels fruit through an inspection belt. Under bright LEDs, trained eyes and cameras look for defects, rot, deep bruises, insect damage. Some plants use optical sorters that capture images and kick out rejects with quick bursts of air. Only sound fruit continues. A final rinse clears away foam and detergent, then apples roll into the mill. Here's where whole fruit becomes juice-ready pulp. The mill grates apples into a fine mash. You'll hear it more than you see it, an industrial hum as knives or a hammer mill reduce fruit quickly but cleanly. The goal is consistent particle size. Too coarse and you leave juice behind, too fine and you make pressing harder. As the mash tumbles out, an antioxidant mist, often vitamin C solution, is sprayed lightly to keep color bright and flavor fresh by limiting oxidation. From here, the mash is pumped to the press line. If you like satisfying machinery, this is your moment. Mash fills a series of cloth-lined packs in a traditional rack and cloth press, or feeds a continuous belt press that squeezes a moving sheet of pulp between rollers. The pressure ramps up in stages so juice flows without forcing solids into the stream. Sight glasses along the line show golden cider pouring through. Spent pomace exits at the end, headed for animal feed, compost or biogas, so very little goes to waste. First run juice is already delicious, but it still contains fine pulp and pectin that would make bottled cider cloudy and unstable. That's why we head to clarification next. Fresh juice flows into a balance tank, where we take another set of measurements. Sugar, bricks, acidity, color, and flavor notes. Depending on the product target, a tiny dose of food-grade enzyme may be added to break down pectin, which helps the juice release haze-forming particles. Then it's over to a centrifuge or a plate filter to remove the fine solids. Think of the centrifuge as a high-speed merry-go-round. It spins juice so fast that heavier particles move outward and are drawn off, leaving a bright, polished stream in the center. Filters finish the job to produce a clean, sparkling cider base. This is also where blending happens. Apples from different orchards taste different. Some are sweet and floral, others sharp and tangy. So the blender creates a consistent house profile by mixing lots. If the spec calls for it, a touch of vitamin C is added as an antioxidant, and dissolved oxygen is reduced in a deaeration step to protect flavor and color through shelf life. Now we make it safe and shelf-stable. The clarified cider enters a continuous, carefully controlled heat step, often called flash pasteurization. The idea is simple. Hold the juice hot just long enough to reduce harmful microbes while preserving that fresh apple character, then cool it rapidly. Exact time and temperature settings vary by region and recipe, and they're closely monitored on the control screen by the operator. From the cooler, cider runs directly to the filler in a closed system. Bottles arrive pre-rinsed and inverted on an air rinse carousel, then drop onto the filling turret where each nozzle dispenses a precise volume. Level sensors keep every bottle consistent. A capping head spins closures on with just the right torque, and a date coder prints the lot and best buy. If you're watching on the plant floor, this section is oddly hypnotic. rows of amber gold bottles gliding under stainless arches, then clinking together as they head to the pasteurized side's quality check. Before cases are sealed, a sampler pulls bottles for checks: fill height, cap integrity, clarity against a light box, taste panel, and micro tests. Anything out of spec triggers a line hold and investigation. Approved bottles are packed into cartons, palletized by a robot arm, and wrapped for stability. Depending on the product, pallets may go to ambient storage or a chilled room to hold temperature before shipping. Traceability follows the product all the way out the door. If a retailer calls, the plant can tell exactly which orchards and which shift produced those bottles. From plant to pour, trucks back into the dock, the forklift loads pallets and cider heads to distribution, grocery, cafes, farm stands, and seasonal markets. Some plants also fill larger food service packs or aluminium cans for on-the-go formats. However you meet it, hot spiced at a fall festival or chilled straight from the fridge, the path is the same. Orchard trucks to bottles in 6 precise, well-engineered steps. Recap. Let's rewind the chain. Receiving and traceability to know our fruit. Wash and inspection to start clean. Milling to create a pressable mash. Pressing to free the juice. Clarification and blending to polish flavor and stability. And finally, pasteurize, fill, and cap to make it safe and ready for shelves. That's the quiet magic of modern cider. Craftsmanship scaled up by stainless steel, sensors, and a lot of smart process control. That's apple harvest to cider, from orchard trucks to bottles in 6 steps. If you enjoy factory floor tours like this, jump to our Breakfast Factory playlist next. Then tell us in the comments which harvest to bottle process you want to see after apples. And if you spotted a machine you're curious about, drop the timestamp and we'll cover it in a short.